Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital, GH. Spoilers suggest that the week ahead in Port Charles promises extraordinary chills and thrills as your favorite characters get down to business. For instance, it looks like Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, could be about to have a showdown with Michael Corinthos, last played by Chad Duell. During the week of April 14 to 18, Willow and Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, had a fierce argument over the former moving with her kids into Drew Kane's, Cameron Matheson, new home. Before this sneaky Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, learned what Willow was up to, told Carly, and the fur flew. Snarly went to Drew's to confront Willow and ended up nearly hitting her. No bueno. Carly made a scene, telling her daughter-in-law that she will intervene in Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia, and Serenity Morkmako, living situation. Carly almost slapped Willow, but Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, arrived just in time. In addition, Willow signed a document that gave Drew legal guardianship of her and Michael's kids if something happens to her, and we expect this to lead to more problems. The GH preview for the week of April 21 to 25 makes it seem that Willow goes to Germany soon because we hear her say, "There is still one person I need to face, my husband." Is Willow ready to tell Michael about her cohabitation plans? Doesn't he already have enough to worry about? In the preview, we see Willow about to meet the burn clinic's administrator, and fans are curious if we will see a Michael Corinthos recast. In the midst of the uncertainty, Robert Adamson, the Young and the Restless's Noah Newman, went on X to air his grievance over not being asked to read for the recast role of Michael. His words suggested that Chad Duell is gone, and although Adamson deleted the tweet, it got tongues wagging. Here's an idea. Before posting something, ask yourself, what are the chances I will have to delete this? It's also been speculated that Rory Gibson or Drew Garrett, who played Michael Corinthos from 2009 to 2010, might be the next MC. At any rate, Willow goes to Germany, and this may be the first time that fans see a new Michael Corinthos recast. Tell us what you think about all of the hullabaloo, GH fans. Life in Port Charles is never simple. Emotions run high, alliances shift without warning, and the fallout of every decision sends shockwaves across the town. But even in a place known for unpredictable twists, two questions now dominate every whispered conversation and every anxious glance. What future, if any, exists for Michael Corinthos and Willow Tate? And just how far will Drew Kane fall before he hits rock bottom? The tides are turning fast on General Hospital, and some of its most beloved characters are being swept away in the current. Michael and Willow's love story once offered fans a rare reprieve from the usual chaos. A young couple brought together by tragedy, strengthened by loyalty, and united in their shared hope of family, healing, and forgiveness. But that hopeful chapter is showing cracks, and those cracks are deepening by the day. Ever since Michael's high-stakes betrayal of his father Sonny, a betrayal he tried to justify in the name of justice and family, Willow has struggled to see the man she married in the same light. She stood by him during his quiet campaign to take Sonny down from the inside, believing that in the end, Michael would choose truth, honor, and transparency. Instead, she's found herself married to a man who kept secrets not only from his enemies but from her too. Willow has always been more than just Michael's moral compass. She's been his grounding force, his conscience, and the one person who could reach him when his ambition blinded him. But now she finds herself asking painful questions about what Michael's really capable of, and whether he's become too much like the people he once swore he'd never become. His deep-rooted desire to control outcomes, to manipulate circumstances for what he believes is the greater good, is starting to wear on her. Trust, once broken, isn't easily mended, and Willow, still recovering from a life-threatening illness, and adjusting to her new reality, is realizing that love may not be enough to cover the wounds Michael has left behind. Their once peaceful home life is under siege, not just by old secrets resurfacing, but by new threats lurking around every corner. Willow's increasing closeness with Sasha, her pull toward a life of authenticity and peace, and her discomfort with the lingering toxicity of Corinthos' power plays are pushing her toward a crossroads. If Michael can't prove to her that he's willing to walk away from the shadows and finally put his family first, she may not be willing to wait around. Willow could leave Michael, take Wiley and Amelia, and carve out a life free from danger seems less hypothetical and more like a ticking clock waiting to run out. And as for Michael, he's now faced with the consequences of every decision he's made since that fateful day he chose to spy on Sunny instead of confronting him outright. His bond with Carly is fractured. His alliance with Dex is all but over. His relationship with Drew, once close, now complicated, is strained by layers of mistrust, guilt, and quiet resentment. Michael didn't mean for things to spiral like this, but in trying to outmaneuver his father, he may have sacrificed the very things he claimed to be protecting: his integrity, his marriage, and his soul. Which brings us to Drew. A man once considered a rock in Port Charles, a source of strength and calm amid the chaos, is now on the verge of collapse. Ever since his time in Pentonville, Drew has not been the same. The trauma of incarceration, the injuries he sustained, the psychological toll of being targeted behind bars, it's changed him. And while he's tried to reclaim his life, his relationships, and his identity, there's a part of him that's become hardened, defensive, and increasingly unpredictable. Drew's recent decisions, particularly where ELQ and Aurora Media are concerned, have left many around him puzzled. His impulsive buyouts, aggressive boardroom tactics, and seemingly reckless business moves have raised eyebrows, and not just from his enemies. Carly, ever loyal but no longer blind, has noticed the shift. She's tried to support him, to help him channel his pain into purpose. But even she is beginning to wonder if Drew is slowly burning the very empire he worked so hard to build. His laser focus on dominance and revenge has started to consume him, and in doing so, it threatens to isolate him completely. The biggest question on everyone's mind now is, will Drew self-destruct before he realizes he's gone too far? There are whispers in Port Charles that the pressure is building behind the scenes. He's alienated business partners. He's pushing Carly away without realizing it. And now, with the looming risk of financial ruin and more legal trouble, Drew may soon have to face the very real possibility that he's on a crash course that ends in disaster. Meanwhile, Carly finds herself torn. Her instincts tell her to help Drew, to fight for him the way he once fought for her. But Carly is also a realist. She knows better than most how quickly someone can spiral when grief, vengeance, and pride collide. She's watching Drew carefully, and though she hasn't said it aloud yet, she's preparing herself for a confrontation that could either save him or destroy them both. The ripple effects of Drew's unraveling and Michael's crumbling marriage are already being felt. Brooke, Lynn, and Chase are concerned. Ned is watching closely. Even Sunny, ever the enemy, is not indifferent to Drew's erratic behavior. After all, chaos in the Quartermain and Corinthos dynasties usually means blood in the water for everyone. And if Drew falls, the entire ecosystem of power in Port Charles could shift dramatically. Back in the heart of it all, Willow is quietly plotting her next steps. Her conversations with Noina have become more frequent, less hostile. Her visits to the hospital are taking on new meaning. She's reflecting on what it means to be truly safe, to raise her children without fear, and to live a life not beholden to legacy, money, or violence. The more she pulls away from Michael's world, the more she questions why she ever tried to make herself fit into it. So where does this leave Michael? On the edge of losing everything. He may still believe he can fix things, win Willow back, realign his moral compass, and stop Drew from going off the rails. But as we've seen time and time again in Port Charles, love and loyalty are not guarantees. They are earned, protected, and easily lost when pride gets in the way. In the coming weeks, fans can expect explosive confrontations, tearful realizations, and at least one major betrayal that will rock the very foundations of the Corinthos and Quatermain families. Michael and Willow may yet have a chance, if they're willing to face the truth, forgive deeply, and choose each other above all else. But if the past is any indicator, that kind of clarity doesn't come easy. And as for Drew, his journey from hero to anti-hero may only just be beginning. Stay tuned, because in Port Charles, futures are never guaranteed, but the fight, that's inevitable. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.